but he did not acknowledge her or record her as a daughter until he needed a pawn, so to speak, a chess piece to topple somebody he can marry into a family, to steal from them and to, become the owner of their property. So he needed, like somebody, and she was the one that was available for one reason or the other, so she was there. And her father was like getting her to do things like steal the, what is it called now? The seal. Most prominent families have seal where it's with the head of the family. So he got her to steal the seal, where her father now printed fake notes. Do you get what I'm saying right now? Like, and that got the man into so much trouble that it nearly cost him his life. If not for the fact that he had a friend who was a prince. Now, this is a period movie, a historical movie, or a historical drama. So that they kind of like, although at some point they had to fake his death so that they can catch the person who was sabotaging the family. And during the time that his death was faked, the woman in question thought that her husband was dead. And so she was crying and weepy and everything. And her father obviously told her, he told her that he wanted the man dead. Like, how dare she mourn him? Like, doesn't she want her father to rise? Like, he wants their property, and the only way he can get it is if the man was dead. The man told her that he wanted her, he didn't give a flying fig if she was a widow. And then when he was caught, she was like, no, please don't kill him. No matter what happens, he's still my father. And I'm like, what? This is someone who just uses her. Do you understand what I'm saying? He never really did anything for her. Nothing really. He used that she was working in the kitchen, so he practically used that all her life. And she kept giving him to him because she wanted him to call her daughter. I guess when he calls her daughter, everything that is wrong with her becomes, that is the magic word he uses. And eventually, though, her husband began to love her. Now, the husband also married her for almost the same reason. But you can say his own reason was valid because the man that wasn't the first time he was trying to harm the family. He had killed her husband's parents many years back. And yet he's not repentant. He's not willing to stop. He's like, he wants to wipe out the family and reap their wealth. Not that he had stolen from the parents already when he was killing them. Now he wants to wipe out their children. And all the girl can say is, he's still my father. She left the man. Because the man said, look, you have to choose between your father and me. And she chose her father. So she left her marriage because of a man who was bent on destroying somebody else. Like, how do you even choose that? But that's the reality. Some people would, no matter what their fathers do, they will still choose their father. And there are some women, or there are some people that no matter what their wife does or their partner does, they will still choose their partner. Their partner might, whatever, the case may be, they will still choose their partner. So I think the instability of it all is that when you place your loyalty on people, you end up becoming a chess piece in their game. That's just it. You just become a chess piece on their game where they move around just to get things done for them. So for me personally, I think it was how I was raised to honor God and, God first. That is the motto of my family, God first. Not family first, not partner first, not even me first. It's God first. So what does God say about it? So in my view, personally, if I had to, I wouldn't be pleasing either my parents or my spouse. I would do that within my, how will I put it now, my jurisdiction. Part of my jurisdiction is not to please you. Is not to please you when when it is wrong. You just tell me to do something for you. Oh, if I do it for you, it will make you happy. What are you asking me to do? If it is wrong, I won't be doing it. You can, whatever it is you want to do, you can do. I won't do it. I won't do what is wrong to please you. Right? So if I find myself in a situation where a decision is being made and both my partner and my parents have a different view on the same issue and they're adamant about it, well, I'll look at both sides and think about it, and then not just think about it, pray about it, and then make an informed, divinely inspired decision. And frankly speaking, if they decide to put me in between them, I will just not make any decision. I might not make any decision at all. I don't even know what to say apart from that, but that's just what it is. I'm not going to pick sides. It's kind of hard sometimes when both sides are right, but they don't agree. And then you're now forced in a position to be a peacemaker of some sort. I guess you just have to call for how they do these treaty meetings. Yeah. Where they do a treaty, they signed a treaty pact where both sides yield something. At the end of the day, it's about compromises, right? So one side cannot just decide that they have to stand on everything, and the other person there has to be a meeting point. So I'll just have to try if both sides are correct, if both sides are right, but they just don't agree. Like this 6 or 9, depending on the side either are standing. The person who sees 9 is correct, the person who sees 6 is correct, right? So I think it's just a matter of sometimes maybe swapping the perspective. Like, okay, so if you were my parents, what would you decide? If you were my husband, what would you choose? Like, asking them the question as if they were the other person, and then try to bring about peace in the family. So yeah, that's about it on that one. But again, I decide, I'm not loyal to people, but I'm loyal to the truth. So whichever is the truth is what I support. So whoever supports that truth, it might seem like I'm supporting them, but when one looks at it closely, is the truth I'm backing. Well, all right, that's that about that one. So guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it flows the issues of life. Remember that they that know their God, they shall be strong and do exploits. Shalom.